Pretty much everybody that has a Cricut makes t-shirts and mugs, and you're here because you don't want to make t-shirts and mugs, and I love you for it. My name is Kelly, and let's get clacking into some alternative business ideas. Now, one of the things that you can very easily do with your Cricut is nail decals. There are a couple of different ways that you can make these, but with most vinyls, if you have your cut settings correct, then you'll be able to cut things super small and make some great nail decals that are peel and stick for nail artists. People like me that do their own nails and have their own Cricuts, this is a great way of taking advantage of the holiday seasons and being able to have super cute, noticeable nails all the time. Doormats are something else that is very popular, and they are relatively easy to do with your Cricut. You can use many different methods to creating doormats, and it's not something that I've tried out yet. I do have a doormat and I've had it for a while, and I will be trying it out very soon. It is a very popular thing that people like to buy, and unfortunately there's not really all that many people that are making it, so it's a great niche market that you might be able to get into. Now, this piece of practically invisible plastic that you can see over here is pretty much a stencil material. So that is another option that you can have. Stencils are used in so many different ways for so many different products, and it is really an amazing way for people to get either custom designs, words, something pretty, just a normal pattern, whatever the case may be. Maybe they're using polymer clay, maybe they're baking things, because obviously you can use stencils on cookies as well. There are really so many different uses for stencils, and you can make and sell your own stencils. If you're watching this video quite far in the future, there will be a link to a stencil video, as I have a few different stencils that I want to test out, and I will update that link in the future. Another option that a lot of businesses use instead of stencils is to use silk screens, and you can make your own silk screens by using heat transfer vinyl. Heat transfer vinyl on a piece of silk or other material. I haven't quite found out which ones work best yet. There will probably be a video on that at some point in the future. And you can make an entire business range out of just doing silk screens. Silk screens work great, again, for things like polymer clay, for things like cookies. And I would also definitely recommend printing out care instructions to go with them, as they can be a little bit finicky if you're not following the right care protocols. Now, glass etching is something that is very time consuming, and it might be something that you'll end up having to charge on the higher end of the pricing range purely because of the time that goes into etching. Etching cream is acid that eats away at the top layer of the glass and leaves a frosted look. So by using vinyl stencils, you can very easily etch glasses and make the most amazing personalized decor. This is especially popular for weddings and events. So it's a great alternative business product idea. We're currently at the beginning of the year, and diaries are incredibly popular in January, of course, but they're also a really great thing to personalize and give away throughout the year. And these don't necessarily have to be diaries, but they can be notebooks as well. I am a sucker for a notebook, and I have so many different notebooks that I use for many different purposes. So by personalizing some notebooks using iron-on or heat transfer vinyl, this is a great business product idea that you can have to really take it to the next level. Now, there are probably dozens of people that are just like me and that will use absolutely any excuse to use a fun sticker. I have several books behind me and several books in front of me that I like to take notes in, and I make stickers for them all the time. So that is a fantastic business opportunity, as you can design and cut your own custom stickers for your clients. So you can create an entire product range from something that you've designed yourself, or you can buy licensed designs, very important, to be able to print and cut yourself, as obviously that's a fantastic feature of these machines. Another alternative product idea is drink cozies. So now, of course, you can personalize cozies using heat transfer vinyl, infusible ink, aka sublimation, and they're quite a unique product to launch into the market. Memorial frames are something that are obviously incredibly sad to make, but they bring a lot of joy to many people that are missing their loved ones. Now, memorial frames you can do in so many different ways. You can obviously do it using a method that we did on a balloon, where you convert a picture into something that you can cut out of vinyl. and stick it onto a frame, or you can even use printable vinyl and print out something and, you know, cut out some nice vinyl words or whatever the case may be. A lot of people also do these with candles. You can use that as a memorial candle, mostly display only, as you would need tissue paper to make it a proper candle that you can actually burn. Shadow boxes have become wildly popular in the last couple of years, but it's not something that people make all the time. It's a very different product idea that you can have, and you can really, you know, lean into it and make the most incredible shadow boxes by putting only flowers or whatever the case may be that you're making into the shape of a certain thing. So you can have somebody's name written out in flowers. I mean, the options are endless with what you can do with shadow boxes. They are very pretty, and you can use shadow boxes with both rolled flowers as well as the typical layered effect, where you have multiple different layers and lights on the side that light up and really create a really unique looking product. Resin as a hobby is growing increasingly popular, and many people want to put beautiful names on coasters or just, you know, fun sayings and things like that, and actually insert them within the resin itself. Now again, this is a great way of finding something completely different to make and sell, and to serve a demand that is already there and probably not being served all that well. Fridge magnets is also something that I find quite fun that you can do. So there is a certain type of magnet sheet that you are able to cut with your Cricut. I've actually made one with cork and adhesive vinyl on top of that. So it's essentially 3 layers. It's the magnet at the back, it's cork sheets, and then adhesive vinyl on the top. But I mean, you can also do this using your Smart Sticker cardstock, or just normal cardstock and then glue it on, or normal vinyl and then stick that on. The options really are completely and utterly endless. I find it a great way of offering something that's really unique and fun into the market. Customizable home decor. In the last decade or so, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know, people have really been leaning into home decor that has sayings on them. So I mean, this could count for, I'm talking about canvases with vinyl on them. You can use, you know, heat transfer vinyl or adhesive vinyl. You could also go with throw cushions. Throw cushions are very popular, especially because you can have multiples of them, which is something that you can obviously also price into a bundle offer, which is great. And also things like laundry baskets, you know, not the actual physical basket itself, but people have been using a lot of material baskets, and by personalizing those, or, you know, putting something fun on there, that is also another great business idea that is not t-shirts and mugs. Now, if you want to know how to price these items, this video will show you exactly what you need to do and have a downloadable asset. Remember to subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future, and remember, be kind to someone today. See you soon!